Hello, 7th standard. Have a good day. Have a nice day. I hope you are doing well and you are preparing for exams also. I hope you have seen all the videos that is sent for biology. I hope yes. Is it not? Today we are going to do revision for zoology portion for half yearly exam. Right? We have half yearly exam. For that we have portion in a previous video we have done revision for botany portion as cell biology unit 4 in our Samachir second term textbook science book kuthurukalla and second term science book unit 4 and botany portion cell biology and unit 5 and zoology portion basis of classification. As basis of classification. It is basis of classification. இது வந்து சமச்சீர் புக். அப்புறம் மெட்ரிக் புக்ல lesson 1 எல்லன்னா lesson 1 reproduction. lesson 1 ல reproduction lesson வந்து நமக்கு எக்ஸாம்க்கு உண்டு. சரியா? Now this basis of classification நீ வீடியோல பார்த்தீங்க as it is said living things are classified into சீக்கிரம் பிரீஃபா சொல்றேன். living things are classified into plants, animals and microorganisms. And all these plants, animals and microorganisms, we don't know most of the names, but we can identify as it is a plant or animal or a micro which cannot be seen with our naked eye. Yeah. So in that, the thing plants which we do not know the name, some of the plants surrounding us in our garden or in our school, some names we know as hibiscus, rose, neem tree, coconut tree, those names we know, is it not? But in certain plants, we may not be knowing names of those plants. All the plants name we may not know. Same with the animals name. So for that to identify, there are scientists who classified, who sorted out the plants and animals accordingly. That is called basis of classification. Okay? That is known as basis of classification. And that basis of classification நம்ம புக்கில் நான் ரொம்ப டீட்டெயிலாக போகிறேன். இதில் வந்து உடன் மெட்டீரியலில் வந்து ரைட்டிங் மெட்டீரியல் எது, சிட்டிங் மெட்டீரியல் எது இதெல்லாம் கேட்டுருக்கேன். பெஞ்ச் வந்து சிட்டிங் மெட்டீரியல், டெஸ்க் வந்து ரைட்டிங் மெட்டீரியல், லைக் தட் தேர் ஆர் given. At the same time, the living things are sorted out based on certain features. How we are observing the living things as plants or animal, they are categorized. Okay, accordingly Kara. Okay, then the do not produce seeds. Next one is mosses, where plant body again is not differentiated into root, stem and leaf. At the same time, it is having root-like, stem-like and leaf-like structure. 1 minute. It is having root-like, stem-like and leaf-like structure. Okay, and they are living plant and it needs moisture to complete its life cycle. They are called amphibians. Amphibian, they live in water first and then come to land. Example, frog. Same way here, these mosses, they live in land, but it needs moisture for the male gamete anthrozoid to reach the female organ. That is, it needs moisture to reach there. That's why it is given. They are water living plants, need moisture to complete its life cycle. So they are known as amphibious plant. What are amphibious plant we will say? They are water living plants need moisture to complete its life cycle. Okay, and then they don't have any conducting tissue. Conducting tissue in higher plants from the root, a tissue called xylem is taking water to the leaves. Same way, phloem is conducting food material prepared by the leaves to different parts of the plant. The next one, fern, as plant body differentiated into root, stem and leaf is there, and then specialized vascular tissue as xylem and phloem are present. This conduction that you write as xylem and phloem. Conducting tissue, you write xylem, phloem, where xylem conducts water, phloem conducts food material. Xylem conducts water, phloem conducts food material. I hope you understand. Then example, adiantum. Then gymnosperm, plants, they are perennial. Perennial means they are living for many years, flower, reproduce and then die. It keeps growing. Lives for plants that live for many years. They will grow and reproduce. And they are woody in nature. The stem is woody in nature. Okay. And then the xylem, I said, no? The xylem will have a structure called vessel that is present in flowering plant, absent in this gymnosperm. Okay, and then phloem is not having companion cell. Same way, phloem is having a structure called companion cell in angiosperm flowering plant that is absent in gymnosperm. And the ovules are naked without ovary. Hence, they do not produce seeds. So we say seeds are naked. Example, Pinus and Cycas. Okay, then angiosperm, all of them are having well-developed root system and then shoot system, leaf structure and then flower. Flower we have done in practical. Dissection of the flower as parts of the flower, calyx, corolla, androecium, gynoecium. Calyx formed of sepals, green in color, corolla formed of petals, different colors, and androecium is the male part of the plant and formed of stamens, and gynoecium is the female part of the flower formed of ovary, style and stigma. Right? And then after flower, fruit formation which contains the seeds, and those seeds they are called as monocot seed and dicot seed. Cotyledon is a structure, nutritive tissue present inside the seed. If one cotyledon is present, it is said to be monocot. Two cotyledon, it is said to be dicot plant. I hope you can revise this. And then you will learn the QB. Plus, you should learn only the textbook. I have given in-text question. If you come to school, it is easy. In-text question, that is the main thing than learning the QB. I hope you follow. And then 5 kingdom. It is R.H. Whittaker classified. What we are seeing so far is the old method of classifying plants and animals. Now here this the scientist R.H. Whittaker, he classified plants into 5 kingdom, that is called 5 kingdom classification. I hope you follow this. And this 5 kingdom classification as kingdom Monera, kingdom Protista, kingdom Fungi, kingdom Plantae and kingdom Animalia. I say kingdom Monera, kingdom Protista, kingdom Fungi, kingdom Plantae and kingdom Animalia. I hope you follow. This you will learn as characteristic features that is given in page 82. Page 82 as cell type. Cell type means unicellular or multicellular. And then presence of nucleus. Then body organization. Mode of nutrition as autotroph and heterotroph. All green plants can prepare their own food. They are called autotrophs. Plants which cannot prepare their food like that of fungi, they are called heterotrophs. Animals also cannot prepare their own food, so they are heterotrophs. So accordingly, the classification. So these are the characteristic feature. These are 5 kingdoms. This is a detailed question in our textbook that you will learn. Are you clear? And then merits of 5 kingdom classification and demerits of 5 kingdom classification that you have to learn. Just go through 1 minute. Just to go through. Can you? We'll just continue. So we'll continue. 5 kingdom concept. Kingdom Monera. Kingdom Protista. Can you recollect what I said now? 1 minute. Repeat it. Kingdom Monera. Say within yourself. Kingdom. Kingdom Monera. Kingdom Monera. Kingdom Protista. Kingdom Fungi. Kingdom Plantae and Kingdom Animalia. Kingdom Animalia. These are 5 kingdom concepts. Okay. Then we will go through the characteristic features that is given in our textbook, page 82. Then we will learn merits and demerits of classification. I hope you can follow. Then one more. Last part of the lesson is binomial nomenclature. As naming of an organism is called binomial nomenclature. As 2 names are used, one is called generic name and another one is known as specific name. That is called binomial nomenclature. As it is given, onion. The binomial of onion is Allium cepa. Actually, it is given in our textbook. Allium sativum. Allium sativum is garlic. This is Allium cepa onion. Now, this is generic name. This is called generic name. Cepa is called specific name. And generic name should start with a capital A and specific name should start with a small letter. Okay. So that is Allium cepa. That is for example. Okay. So naming of an organism using generic name and specific name is called binomial nomenclature. Right. And then scientific names given in our textbook as human being, Homo sapien, onion, Allium cepa it should be, sativum and garlic, and rat, Rattus rattus, pigeon, Columba livia, tamarind, Tamarindus indica, lime, Citrus, Aurantifolia, neem tea, Azadirachta indica, frog, Rana hexadactyla, coconut, Cocos nucifera, paddy, Coryza sativa, fish, Catla catla, orange, Citrus sinensis, and ginger, Gingiber officinale, papaya, Carica papaya, date, Phoenix dactylifera. This is a binomial. But for the exam, we will learn human being, binomial for human being, pigeon, neem tree, frog, ginger. Make a note. Human being, pigeon, name tree, frog, ginger. Okay, these names you have to learn. I hope you understand. Now, mark the question answer, book back. Mark book back question answers. Textbook question. That we call it as textbook question. Yeah. Now, page 84. Textbook question, page 84. Choose the correct answer. Number 1, both of them. Choose the correct answer. Number 1, both of them. 2, 8.7 million. 3, kingdom. 4, Whittaker. 5, Columba plebea. What panniya? Then fill in the blanks. Carolus linnaeus. Carolus linnaeus. Species, fungi, allium cepa, model taxonomy. I repeat. Carolus linnaeus, species, fungi, allium cepa, model taxonomy. True or false? First one true. Second is true. Third false. It is 1969. Change the year. Correct statement 1969. Then true nucleus is seen in eukaryotic cell. This statement false. So correct answer eukaryotic cell. Then animal cells have cell wall. False. Animal cells will have cell membrane. That you can write. Or plant cell will have cell wall. Okay, plant cells will have cell wall. Then match the following 3, 1, 4, 5, 2. Match the following 3, 1, 4, 5, 2. Mark it. 3, 1, 4, 5, 2. Noted? Then assertion, reason, both are A statement. Assertion is correct, reason is also correct. Both assertion and reason are correct. I hope you understand. Both assertion and reason are correct. Are you clear? So this is for our textbook question. And then in page 5 kingdom, we have one figure like this. 5 kingdom concept. Exercise. Roman letter 10. Question bag, book bag, Roman letter 10. See the figure and assign the following figure into their 5 kingdom. So first one, Protista. First one, kingdom Plantae. Kingdom Plantae. Kingdom Protista. This is C also, kingdom Protista. D, kingdom Animalia, kingdom Fungi. I repeat, kingdom Plantae, kingdom Protista, again kingdom Protista, kingdom Animalia, kingdom Fungi. Are you clear? That you have to learn. And then this is for basis of classification, where you have to learn. Then in our textbook we have zoology metric book. First lesson we have reproduction. This lesson, zoology reproduction lesson. Okay, where you will learn about asexual reproduction. You will learn the definition for reproduction is the inherent property of living organism to perpetuate their race. Perpetuate na continuation. Okay, continuation. To perpetuate their race, a fully mature organism produces offspring of its own kind by reproduction. This is the definition for reproduction. And then there are two methods. One is asexual, another one is sexual method. And in asexual method, again we have binary fission, multiple fission and budding. Method of asexual reproduction, binary fission, multiple fission and budding. So you should know about the asexual reproduction. Then binary fission in amoeba. We know amoeba structure, is it not? So now this amoeba, during binary fission, the pseudopodia are becoming smaller and the nucleus will start dividing into two. So we say elongated nucleus. Now as the nucleus elongates, there is a constriction appears. So when the constriction meet at a point, the two cells are getting separated. So the nucleus divides into two and then two daughter amoeba will be forming. This is binary fission. As the nucleus divides into two and constriction of the cell membrane, it is called binary fission. Okay. Whereas multiple fission, the amoeba will remove all its pseudopodia and form a round structure, spherical structure, and that is called cyst. And that cyst for spelling, CYST. And this cyst is making a wall around it, that is called cyst wall. Right? So now within that, the nucleus is dividing, multiplying for many times. And then after multiple division, each nuclear part is surrounded by a bit of cytoplasm. That is multiple fission. And then when condition favors, during favorable condition, the cyst wall will break and all the new or young amoeba will be emerging out. As many daughter amoeba are forming, it is called multiple fission. I hope you follow. And then budding. Budding, it is typical example for Hydra. Hydra, phylum, Coelenterata. Basis of classification we have learnt in the phylum Coelenterata. So here in this method, this is Hydra having a basal disc. We have done in practicals. Basal disc and then upper side is mouth and tentacles. Now the basal disc, near the basal disc, a projection appears. That is called bud. And as the bud grows, the content of the body little will enter into the bud. And then when it gets detached from the mother hydra, that is capable of growing into new hydra. I hope you follow. So this is hydra budding. And then sexual reproduction, that is taking place in higher organism as sexes are separate. Male sex organ testis and female sex organ ovum. Okay. And fusion of male and female gamete, it is called fertilization. The process of fusion of male and female gamete, it is known as fertilization. And the resulting egg is called zygote. Okay. The resulting one is called zygote. Right. The next one we have life history of housefly. The binomial scientific name is called Musca domestica. You just observe the figure. There are four stages of housefly life cycle as egg, larva, pupa, adult. See the figure? Egg, larva, pupa, adult. Okay. Now egg is laid in a waste is dumped, kuppa kuttikku solluvaanga. Nariya wastage corporation people are just throwing the waste as heaps of waste, that is called houseflies can be found more there and they are called maggots. See here, the breeding season is usually March to October. During this, male sits on the female. It is producing the ovum. Then after that, the egg is small elongated structure. Okay, and then it is grown into larva, and that larva will have different stages. As larva usually called grub or maggot is a soft creature. This is larva. The kuppaiila irukkumla other housefly. And then it has first stage. First, it is the appearance of the larva with its exoskeleton. Outer covering is called exoskeleton. That is called first instar. Then as it goes, second instar, third instar. This you will go through. Video I have given in detail that you will study. And then pupa stage. And it grows into pupa, grows into adult form. I hope you follow. Then page 7, you just check the objective. Page 7, fusion of male and female gamete is called fertilization. Mark pannu. The fusion of male and female gamete is called fertilization. Take page 7. Take page 7, exercise. Page 7, exercise. Fusion of male and female gamete is called fertilization. Right? An organism that exhibits multiple fission is amoeba. An organism that exhibits multiple fission is amoeba. Reproduction that occurs in higher organism is sexual reproduction. Reproduction that occurs in higher organism is sexual reproduction. Right? Male sex organ testis, female gametes ova. Male sex organs are called testis, female gamete ova. I hope I am clear. Fill in the blanks. Process of budding observed in Hydra, Hydra. Process of budding observed in Hydra, Hydra. Make a note. Process of that is Hydra. How do you write it? Spelling for Hydra, Hydra. Hydra. Then amoeba. Second one, amoeba. Amoeba is an example for organism exhibiting multiple fission. In invertebrates like earthworm, both male and female gametes are produced by the same parent. In invertebrates like earthworm and flatworm, same earthworm and flatworm. Flatworm வந்து tapeworm. Flatworm பேரு tapeworm. Okay. The same organ will have, same organism will have both the sex organ. Right? Then the male and female gamete fuse to form a single cell called zygote. These are the two one. Is called zygote. So it is called zygote. Fourth one. This is 3, 2, 1. So the male and female gamete fuse to form a single cell called zygote. The breeding season of housefly is from March to October. Then a female housefly lays eggs A female housefly lays about 120 to 160 eggs. Female housefly lays at about 120 to 160 eggs. 120 to 160 eggs at a time. Right? Then the larva of housefly is also called grub or maggot. The larva of housefly is also called grub or maggot. Is also called grub or maggot. Have you noted? Please take down. The inherent property of living organisms to perpetuate their race is called reproduction. Is called reproduction. The inherent property of living organisms to perpetuate their race is called reproduction. I hope you follow. So this is for fill in the blanks. First one Hydra, second amoeba, then invertebrates like both male and female gametes are one process of budding Hydra, then amoeba exhibits multiple fission. Invertebrates like earthworm or flatworm, both male and female gametes are produced. And then fourth one, male and female gametes fuse to form a single cell called zygote. Fifth one, breeding season is March. That I have not missed. Fifth one, March. 1 minute. 5th March. Fifth one is March to October. Then 6, 7, 8. I hope you understand this. This is a fill-up. And then sexual and distinguish between sexual and asexual reproduction. Distinguish between sexual and asexual reproduction. Have you noted? What are we to do? Distinguish between sexual and asexual reproduction. Okay, we will write as what is asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. So as it is, that is given in our textbook, you have to write sexual and asexual reproduction. Distinguish between definition for sexual and asexual reproduction, binary and multiple fission. And the paragraph first 2 sentence definition budding and fission. Then short answers are given in the QB or up if it is not that anything you are not able to follow, as it is you learn from the textbook. I have given as it is as binary fission, multiple fission, reproduction, budding, as it is you have to write. I hope you follow. So this is for our zoology. Okay, this is for our QB zoology. Are you clear? Just check the fill up. Check the fill up. Can you write it? Now same way, just a second, you take botany metric book, take this book, botany metric book. You can just pause this video and take your book. Pause this video and take the book. Now mark the question answers. Exercise. Botany, first lesson. Cellular organization. Where cell organelle, cell wall. I have marked here. Check. Cell organelle, cell wall. mitochondria, cell respiration, chloroplast, starch. Then thin-walled parenchyma, tissues, what you are going to learn, what you have learnt. Parenchyma. Then fibers are sclerenchyma. So I repeat, first one cell wall, second respiration, third starch, fourth parenchyma, fifth sclerenchyma. Right? Then fill in the blanks. Selectively permeable. Selectively permeable. Second, nucleoplasm. Then nucleus. Fourth, mitochondria. Fifth, protein synthesis. Sixth, collenchyma. Seventh, woody stem. Eighth, phloem. 9, secondary growth. 10, linear growth. All these sentences, if you are not able to follow now, it is given in the textbook. In the book, so as it is, you can pick and write. Are you clear? So I repeat, fill in the blanks. First, selectively permeable. Second, nucleoplasm. Third, nucleus. 4, mitochondria. 5, protein synthesis. 6, collenchyma. 7, woody stem. 8, phloem. 9, secondary growth. And 10, linear growth. Okay. Then differentiate cell wall, plasma membrane, as it is what is given in our heading. With that, it is given question itself. There are only 2 differences. What is what you have to write. Okay. And draw neat labeled diagram for this. I already given in PDF, QB PDF. Draw neat labeled diagram I have given, that you will draw in your classwork. Right? And then answer 1 or 2 sentences. You can, as it is in the lesson, what is given as simple tissue, cell wall, plastid, as it is you have to write the note. The lesson is so small, so we can learn the full lesson paragraph wise, question wise. Okay. Now in page 12, you please note nucleus, page 3. Nucleus, page 3. Endoplasmic reticulum, page 4. Mitochondria, page 4. Plastids, page 5. Plasma membrane, page 2. Meristematic tissue, page 7. Collenchyma, page 8. Sclerenchyma, page 9. Xylem and phloem, page 10. Okay. Now listen. Write detailed answers. Structure of nucleus and function, page 3. You have to write as it is, and diagram you will refer the nucleus what is given in the PDF. Then write in detail different types of simple permanent tissue. For that, page 8 and 9. You have to write simple permanent tissue. Then last, write an essay on complex tissue, xylem and phloem. These are all given as detail but short answers only. Okay. Write an essay on complex tissue. Now listen carefully while writing in the classwork. For this nucleus, then question 7, 8, 9, 10. First nucleus. This nucleus you need not write. Where you will write the answer as refer detailed question 1. Refer detailed question 1. And for second simple permanent tissue, page 8 and 9 you are going to write. So here 7 and 8 you need not write. You write the question, refer question to detail. And complex tissue, xylem and phloem, you write refer question detail number 3. But you have to write the 3 detailed question. Okay. So this coming Monday, you please complete the classwork and bring the notebook for checking. So those are coming to school, they are completing the answers then and there and getting the correction. So please try to attend it and complete the class. Don't miss the classes. Okay, that is what I would like to. So this is our revision for half yearly examination. Yesterday we have done botany revision. Today we have done zoology revision, 2 chapters, and botany metric book we have marked the question answers. So please complete the classwork and submit. Okay. So prepare well for the exam. Write well. Wish you all the best. Thank you.